Well, Bradley, great to catch up with you. What first got you involved with Macclesfield Town?
Got involved with Mac at sort of 2004, 2005 season. Started coming down with my dad to all the home games. I funnily started just playing football, and I was always followed. I was always a goalkeeper. Same as my dad. So he used to bring me down actually to watch sort of the goalkeepers' movements and that sort of thing. And from then on, just never looked back. Always been in the Star Lane end, and
I was going to say, like me, you're a Star Lane end regular.
Yeah.
You've seen some great times over the years as well, haven't you?
Yeah, definitely. One that sticks out to me was Cardiff in the FA Cup third round. The two Ballanzoma goals in the last couple of minutes of the game. Everywhere going absolutely crazy. It's and obviously last season as well. Big highlight last season, winning the league. It's unbelievable. You never get those moments.
Can't really make that stuff up, can you?
Exactly, you can't. No.
And as well as the decent games, you've also seen some great players out there, haven't you?
Oh yeah, definitely. Over the years, there's been so many good players. I think the year that I started to watch was when we had John Parkin and Matty Tipton up front, and that was awesome. That time frame, and going down the years, there's so many players that you can think, it's too many to name really for you to sort of put a finger on certain ones and say, they're the best, because there's been so many of them. There's been some good teams. So,
you got a favourite though, if it was to push you?
Favourite player. I'd probably, over the years, it's got to be Danny Whitaker, hasn't it? For the past few years, he's been absolutely incredible for the club and what he's done. He's been awesome. Fantastic role model as well, and someone that lads that are wanting to get into the game can look up to as well. So I'd say Danny Whitaker.
No, and obviously he's still doing it today after
he's still doing it today. Yeah, he's still got that magic out on as well.
I was just about to say he's still got his magic out on.
Yeah, exactly.
Bradley, you mentioned that you play football, and
yeah.
I know that there's a story to it with a serious side as well.
Yeah.
Tell us about how you started playing football.
So I started playing football when I was sort of about 11, 12. I was just a normal lad. Played on a Sunday, sort of under 11s, under 12s, that sort of thing. To be honest with you, I lost a little bit of interest sort of for a few years, and then I had quite a serious accident in January of 2013. It was an incident at school that caused me to have a stroke, which completely killed the left side of my vision, so registered partially sighted now. And then sort of regained my love for football through playing in what they call the National Partially Sighted Football League. So it's a league that is for anyone of any age over the age of 16 that's registered visually impaired to try and get involved and start playing, get playing football again. Been in that now for about 5 years, and again, just never looked back. Had some fantastic times and memories through that as well. So
I guess that as well, when you first decided to play football, being visually impaired,
yeah,
it takes a bit of ball, doesn't it, to first make that step?
Yeah, it does. Being a goalkeeper as well, it's an absolute. You've got to be pretty mad to play as a goalkeeper anyway, but to be able to, to be in a position where you can't really see much anyway and still want to play in goal, it does take a lot. There was all sorts of stuff that I had to overcome before getting to that point of even playing. I was down a pretty bad path. Drinking all the time and doing whatever, not looking after myself really. And it took a bit of a kick up the backside from my mum and dad to say, come on, Brad, what are you doing? You're still a young lad, sort yourself out here. So I got in touch with the guys at the Macclesfield Blind Society, and they were sort of asking me a few questions. What did I used to do? What did I like doing? And football was always top of the priority, top of the list. And I was speaking to one lady, and she told me that, funnily enough, her stepson played in the league, in this partially sighted league. Gave me the contact details of one of the team managers, Dan Pack, and got in touch with him. And again, like I said, never looked back from there.
And not only that, mate, you've been pretty successful, haven't you? We
have been pretty successful, yeah. So we've just this season we've just won the National League for the first time. So that's always been a really something we've worked hard for, especially for the last 5 years since I've been involved. We've been trying to get to that point. We've won 2 national cups for the past couple of seasons. Last season, back end of last season, we played in the first ever partially sighted FA Cup final at St George's Park as part of the FA Cup, FA Disability Cup. That was incredible as well. Sort of having the experience of what the lads at Mac here have. It's little things like walking out of a tunnel and that sort of stuff to our people that have paid to come and watch you play. You never get that at the level that we play, but to have it on that day was pretty special. Yeah, it's been good on a personal level. You know, I think it was in 2015, I was voted as National Partially Sighted Footballer of the Year as well. So it's
wow.
Yeah, it's big achievements. You know, so from where I came from to where I've got to now, you know, it's been a pretty good journey so far. Yeah,
it's what an unbelievable story that is. Absolutely phenomenal. And the other thing is, it doesn't end here. Tell us about the cup final you're in later on in the year.
Yeah, so again, we've qualified again for the FA Disability Cup final at St George's Park this year. We're playing it's the weekend of June the 16th or 17th. We haven't quite got the date confirmed yet. We're back there again. You know, hopefully trying to do one better this time. We got runners up last year. We missed out on the last hurdle, but hopefully, you know, we can do the business this time and get it done, and that'll be another thing to add to the trophy cabinet.
Well, Brad, thank you so much for coming down. It's an absolutely brilliant story. What we'll do is, before you go and play in that final, just to wish you the best of luck, we'll take you down to the training ground, get some few words off Sol for you, a few words of encouragement, and no doubt Kieran O'Hara will give you a few tips as well.
Happy days, I look forward to that, can't wait.
Brilliant, thanks mate.
Cheers mate.